Going into the trip, I didn't have a lot of huge expectations. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest.
I guess the original reason was just I've never been on a mission trip before, and this seems like something I want to do while I'm here, and one that I could do with fellow athletes.
I really wanted to expand out of my comfort zone and kind of just take a jump somewhere.
I didn't know what it was all going to be about or where we were going to go, how we were going to impact people and stuff like that, and it really just blew me out of the water about how so many of the small things really made a huge impact in the lives of children and in our lives as well.
Most of the days that we were with the kids, we would do sports in the mornings, so we would split up into stations and kind of like teach the kids new sports and play some games with them and sports that they hadn't really learned, but they were all naturals at.
Teaching football in India, super unique experience. I went in knowing that they probably had never seen or played the game before. So when we arrived, day 2, after teaching them the basics the day before, kind of catch and throw, it was really special to pull up and see 2 12-year-old boys practicing what we had just taught them right from the get-go early in the morning.
Everybody down there speaks soccer, so they know exactly how to play soccer, and I think they schooled us enough about it. So in addition to that, I think the language that everybody speaks universally is just like smiling and laughing and have a good time. Like a lot of times they couldn't hide it, even if they wanted to hide how good of a time they were having, they couldn't hide it at all.
The biggest lesson I learned was that God is sovereign, and that really stuck with me because throughout this whole trip, yeah, we were trying to help people, but the one thing was that God is sovereign and He doesn't need us to do anything, but He allows us to be part of His perfect plan.
I don't know if I've seen an amount of joy or love in that capacity before.
To just realize like we are completely across the world right now, and we are praising the same God, and He is in Holland, Michigan, and He is in Choma, Zambia, Africa.
With the water filters, when we were doing the demonstrations, though, one moment that really stuck out was when they did the filter and the water started coming out into the cup that we had. Everyone in the whole room scooted around, like moved up to the front. To me, that really just showed like what an impact something so small that we see, like how big of an impact that can have on others.
The bond that our team created was huge, and we were all complete strangers, or majority of us were complete strangers going in.
And even now, like when we see each other on campus and stuff, we'll just like give each other a high five and be like, oh yeah, we're here to serve or something. Just silly things like that, but I think they really do have a deeper meaning and a bigger impact than like maybe we actually thought they did.
I've had a friend say to me like, you just act different, like you just seem different. Like you jump on prayers, you like are willing to talk about more your relationship with God than you were before.
Coming back, one thing that I guess am working on or that is motivating me is how can I use my gifts that God's given me to make an impact in the world.